Begin with the 17th century, or the turn thereof. William and Mary furniture, 1690 to 1730. It was the popular style of furniture in this period, and it was characterized by the Dutch and Chinese influences, you can see. It was named after the English King William of Orange and his consort, Mary. Examples bear trumpet turn legs. Many examples have that Spanish ball foot and the Oriental lacquer work known as japanning. All right, we got the Queen Anne period next, 1720 to 1760. This style of furniture emerged during the reign of William III of England. It was characterized by its cabriole legs, pad or drake foot, feet, think of like a duck's head, fiddle back chairs, and batwing style drawer pulls. I look for the drawer pulls. Louis XVI. That's 1760 to 1789, designed for Marie Antoinette during the French Revolution and was influenced by its neoclassical design. Louis XVI furniture is generally characterized by that Greco-Roman influence you can see. It's straight lines and it has like a classical motif and great carvings. All right, next we have Chippendale, 1755 to 1790. Named for the famous English cabinet maker, Thomas Chippendale, this style can be classified into either Gothic, French, and Chinese, as you see all the influences, as well as the Queen Anne style. Chippendale furniture is often characterized by its cabriole legs, that ball and claw foot, that's what I always look for, and that broken pediment scroll top on the tall case pieces. All right, Sheraton, 1790 to 1810. This is named after the English designer George Sheraton, and it's characterized by what some call severe simplicity. It's straight lines, contrasting veneers, and its tapered legs. Next is Federal or Hepplewhite. Hepplewhite falls in this period, 1790, 1815, and it's the combination of styles. So Hepplewhite and Sheraton, you'll see these two styles in the Federal period, and it's the graceful straight lines, contrasting veneers, neoclassical motif, and the ornamentation. Empire, the classical, 1805 to 1830, French-inspired furniture that was popular in the U.S. during the late 19th century, known for its classical ornamentation of Greek, Egyptian, and other ancient European influences, coarse carvings, and dark finish. I like this stuff. All right, Victorian, 1830 to 1890, of course named after Queen Victoria. This was the style of furniture of this period. It was created during the Industrial Revolution, and it's the first style to be manufactured, meaning machine-made, characterized by that romantic influence, heavy proportions and dark finish, and very elaborate ornamentation. The Gothic Revival period, 1840 to 1860. This is relatively easy to identify. It's one of the few styles that has all the elements found in Gothic style and the architectural themes. That's what you have to think of. So the turrets and pointed arches and quatrefoils, all the designs found in that 12th and 16th century adapted to this 19th century furniture style. I like to think of all the pieces look like churches. Anyway. Rococo Revival, 1845 to 1870. Rococo is fun to say, so enjoy it. Features that carved decoration, the scallop. I always look for the scallop shells, leaves, and flowers, particularly roses. You know, legs and feet of these pieces are usually cabriole or scrolling, and generally often it's hard to find a straight line when you're looking at Rococo. It's all these curves and curves. Naturalistic, 1850 to 1914, took the scrolling effects of the Rococo Revival design and added more flowers and fruits. But I look for it looks like like it could have been a plant at one point. Really cool stuff. Really, because of technological advances in the period, it allowed them to do this with CNC machines and make copies, so it wasn't as hard to do. Eastlake, 1870 1890, named after Charles Locke Eastlake, who wrote The Principal Relationship Between Function, Form, and Craftsmanship. Furniture of this period tends to be more rectangular, and I always look for the chamfers and geometric designs and the brackets. So that's how I know. Arts and crafts. This was a movement. It sought the return of craftsmanship found in the pre-industrial period, before machines started making it. They wanted to get back to the craftsmanship. So that's what you look for. And it often had that simple utilitarian design, like mission oak. Think of Stickley Brothers, Hubbard, Frank Lloyd Wright, Harvey Ellis. The furniture designs often overlapped into the architectural and the interior design, the rugs, the textiles, the lamps, the brass works, you'll bronze works, you see all the elements, and it's really cool. It's one of my favorite periods. Art Nouveau, 1896 to 1914. Not that popular in America because production was not built for mass production. It had much more free-flowing designs, floral curves, much more popular in France, but a few pieces made it over here. I think it's very easy to spot. Art Deco. I always think of Depression-era furniture, but it started in 1920 and went to 1945, and it's that period, design excess. And it originated in France before World War I. Art Deco furniture was really characterized by that bold, vibrant colors, geometric designs. First time you started seeing shiny metal surfaces. And it's when the cocktail table first made its first appearance. You would have thought the French would have had a cocktail table long before. But anyway, they didn't. So, modernism, 1940 to the present. This period is distinctive and featured all new materials. This is when you first start seeing plastics and aluminums and laminates in your furniture.